Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius October 11, 2024. Jupiter begins its yearly 4-month retrograde cycle today, and will continue its retrograde until February. You might experience some initial and natural waning of enthusiasm if you've been overdoing specific pursuits, but it's only until you adjust to this inward-turning Jupiter energy. Once you do, you'll recognize this period as strong for understanding what truly motivates and enthuses you. Some of the faith you've been nurturing may seem to drop away, but only just enough for you to see your plans in a different, more realistic light. It's a good time for turning inward and getting in touch with what truly motivates and enthuses you regarding your belief systems, intellectual pursuits, and long-range goals. You might choose to return to old studies and projects, which can benefit you. It's better to pace yourself now. Today, you may be reaching more people, building a following, teaching or guiding others, and sharing important ideas. A major turning point in the year has arrived for you. As mighty Jupiter, the planet of miracles, expansion, and luck, slows down to a screeching halt, there will be a significant shift in the cosmos. Any time a major planet turns direction, especially when it begins retrograde motion, we receive news about what we will be reviewing in the months ahead. If you have been hoping to immigrate or pursue long-distance travel with your lover, the months to come may bring hurdles to these dreams. In fact, you may feel that the two of you are stuck and more grounded at this time. Where has life taken you these past few months? Your professional journey has rapidly changed and spiraled in different directions ever since Jupiter entered Gemini at the end of May 2024. Several new learning experiences have occurred since then. Now it is time to reflect on what you have learned and gone through as Jupiter stations retrograde in Gemini. From now until February, you will have to take a step back to consider where you have been before you continue advancing your professional journey. Feel free to take a step backward before moving forward. The planetary alignment gives you the opportunity to bring the exotic into your life. Remember that other cultures can give us insight into ourselves that can light up our lives. Whatever exotic means to you, give it a try. Try to stimulate at least 3 of your senses with something new: taste, sound, smell, etc. The new does not need to disturb the things that give your life structure and regularity. Stick to your usual dietary boundaries while welcoming new ingredients and flavors into your kitchen. The vibrations of the day are going to tend to destabilize you. You are going to have to go with the flow even if the going is a little rough. However, you should think about your behavior with your family and friends. Try not to beat them over the head with your certitude. Take time to listen and weigh the pros and cons of a situation and stop acting on impulse. There may be a slowdown in your professional life. In the middle of the workweek, Jupiter enters a retrograde phase in your sector dedicated to adventure, travel, learning, and discovery. This transition shifts his focus from future pursuits to revisiting past experiences. Just 3 days before Pluto is set to move forward again and embark on a 5.5-week journey back into a playful and creative area of your chart after having spent months intersecting it, marks the occasion for an anticipated reunion. Concurrently, while Mars energizes the professional aspect of life, it also enhances life's playful, creative, and adventurous dimensions. It is a given that the moon will spend its final hours at a friendly aspect to both planets in your relationship sector, but it is the timing that is making this a lot more significant. This comes just as both planets in your relationship sector are coming under pressure from Mercury, the planet of communication, and the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, in Libra. This is a chance to both flush out any issues and give them a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Today is inviting you to pause, breathe deeply, and allow the natural flow of life to guide you. Sometimes, when we're caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life, it can feel like we need to constantly push forward, but today's energy is reminding you to step back and let things unfold on their own. Have you ever experienced that feeling of relief when you decide to take a break and suddenly everything starts falling into place? That's exactly the kind of vibe today is offering. If something doesn't go as planned, resist the urge to blame yourself or feel like you need to take control. Instead, take it as a gentle nudge from the universe to let go. By pampering yourself a little and allowing things to flow naturally, you might just find that what you initially saw as a setback opens up new and unexpected doors. Have you ever noticed how, when you let go of trying to control every little detail, new opportunities seem to come out of nowhere? Sometimes, the most productive thing you can do is step back and give space for things to develop on their own. During this period, it's especially important not to fall into the trap of competition or seeing others' tie-ins as challenges. Whether it's in your personal life, at work, or in a relationship, interpreting everything as a battle can create unnecessary tension. Have you ever found yourself getting worked up over something minor, only to realize later it wasn't that serious? Today is a good day to keep things light, avoid overthinking, and stay clear of power struggles. If you're feeling emotionally drained or pulled in too many directions, it's okay to step back. Spend some time alone, recharge, and allow yourself the space to regain clarity. Solitude isn't a retreat, it's a way to center yourself. If you've been feeling doubtful or uncertain about something in your life, know that these feelings are temporary. Maybe you're struggling to make a decision or you're unsure of the next step. That's okay. Sometimes we need time to let our thoughts settle. Have you ever had one of those aha moments where everything suddenly becomes crystal clear after days of confusion? That moment of clarity is coming for you. Trust that, with time, the answers will reveal themselves, and you'll feel confident moving forward. What's important is to give yourself permission to be in this moment of uncertainty without rushing to find a solution. The beauty of today's energy is that it's not just limited to romantic relationships, it's a time to nurture all of your connections. Friendships, family bonds, and even your relationship with yourself can be strengthened. Have you been meaning to reach out to a friend you haven't spoken to in a while? Or maybe today's a good day to spend some quality time with those who mean the most to you. Relationships thrive when we show up with an open heart, ready to connect deeply and authentically. Take a moment to reflect on a relationship in your life that could use a little extra love today. How can you nurture that bond? Even something as simple as sending a text to check in or scheduling a catch-up call can go a long way in keeping those connections alive and thriving. As the day moves forward, you'll notice a shift in the energy around you. The moon is aligning with expansive Jupiter, bringing a wave of optimism, lightness, and a sense of limitless possibility. It's like the weight of the earlier part of the day lifts, and in its place, you're left with a joyful, hopeful vibe. Have you ever noticed how, when you're in a great mood, it seems to spread to everyone around you? It's like your happiness becomes contagious, and soon enough, everyone is smiling too. That's the energy you'll be radiating today. People will be naturally drawn to your laid-back and relaxed vibe, and you'll find that your positivity uplifts everyone in your space.